From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, March the 17th, 2020. Israel's health ministry issued several more restrictions and more stringent measures today in an effort to curb the spread of the coronavirus. Under these new instructions, Israelis are not allowed to leave their homes unless absolutely necessary. Ma'ariv reported that public transportation in Israel will also have new restrictions. Buses and trains will no longer run at night. They will end at 10 p.m. tonight and then at 8 p.m. on future work days. And there will be no public transportation at all over the weekend. Blue and White Party leader Benny Gantz, who was tasked earlier this week by Israel's President Reuven Rivlin to try and form a government, was given a private briefing about the situation by National Security Advisor Meir Ben-Shabbat and Health Ministry Director General Moshe Bar Simantov, with Gantz saying that politics aside, Blue and White will back any correct move by the government and Knesset. Meanwhile, efforts to try and form an emergency unity government between Gantz and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu have not appeared to show any progress as of today. The Rabbinical Council of Australia and New Zealand called on all synagogues to shut down in light of the coronavirus. The Australian Jewish News said the same applied for all social and religious gatherings. Germany also announced a ban on gatherings in houses of worship. Well, today marks the 28th anniversary of the deadly terror bombing of the Israeli embassy in Buenos Aires, Argentina, which took place on March the 17th of 1992, leaving 29 people dead. But because of the coronavirus crisis, this will be the first time in those 28 years the Israeli embassy in Argentina said that a public commemoration will not take place. The Jewish organizations took to social media to remember and pay tribute to the victims. Iranian-backed terror group Hezbollah claimed responsibility for the attack, and CEO of the American Jewish Committee, David Harris, urged countries to ban the terror group. Israel's security agency, the Shin Bet, revealed today that they arrested an Arab-Israeli woman suspected of using her position as a humanitarian aid worker in Gaza to transfer money, supplies, and intelligence to terror group Hamas. The Shin Bet said the woman was recruited by Hamas members and that the arrest took place last month. It was only now released for publication. A Jewish cemetery in southern Hungary was vandalized earlier this month. The Mashis Federation of Jewish Communities in Hungary said headstones in the Jewish cemetery of Kiskunfele Gehaza were pushed over and severely damaged. The organization has filed a criminal complaint with local police. And police in Lithuania arrested a man suspected of painting swastikas and anti-Jewish and other hateful slogans on various locations in the city of Kaunas. The Wingate Literary Prize is awarding their top honor to author Linda Grant. The Jewish Literary Prize in Britain recognized Grant for her novel A Stranger City, which tells of Jews coming of age in London. The nearly $5,000 prize is in its 43rd year, organized in association with the JW3, the Jewish Community Center of London. Awarded to the best book, fiction or nonfiction, to translate the idea of Jewishness to the general reader. Previous winners include Amos Oz, Oliver Sacks, and David Grossman. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Tuesday, March the 17th. At 7 o'clock, we have more from the AIPAC National Policy Conference with Senators Chuck Schumer, Mitch McConnell, Cory Booker, and Robert Menendez. And then from Representatives Steny Hoyer, Kevin McCarthy, and D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser, as well as Arthur Stark of the Conference of Presidents. At 9 tonight, it's part 2 of Mark Golub's L'chaim with Shai Held. At 10, Erwin Kotler and Eliakim Rubinstein talk about why they say the UN should not be rejected despite its anti-Israel bias. And coming up right after this newscast, it's ILTV's Election Arena. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, March the 17th, 2020. I'm Teisha Bader.